Corn tortillas crafted with a poet's ambition. Truth table written with life's intuition. Spices in the air singing sermons of taste. K.D. Moonchild paints flavors you can't waste. Come to the table, joy in your palm.
Hi, everybody. Oh my goodness. I just had a kitty in my lap until I pushed the go button and he decided to leave. Good to see you. Hi, Kelly. Hi, Jenny. Jenny was the first in line. She wins the prize today. She's got jet lag. Oh, bless your heart. I'm glad you're home, though, hon. And hey, Dolly. Mwah. We've been chit-chatting for hours. She had PT this morning. And I was awake early because it's a rainy day. Yeah. That picture, in the background, that's what it looks like around here today. It's nice. I should actually remove both of me here so you can see. It's a little bit on the chilly side, actually. That's what it looks like here. You gonna have some tea? Cool. Hi, Viviani. Good to see you. Good to see everybody. Hey, did you guys all have a good Cinco de Mayo yesterday? I hope everybody did. I thought I'd start out the day just talking a little bit about Cinco de Mayo. Do you guys even know the whole deal by it? I'll tell you why. I had this idea that we needed to talk about it. What is Cinco de Mayo? No, it's not Mexican Independence Day. Hi, Teresa Levine. Welcome, everybody. No, it's not the celebration of Mexican independence. Well, not their official Independence Day. That's September 16th. Let me tell you something. A little bit here. There we go. What it actually is the celebration of the victory over the French Empire in a second battle. Did you guys even know that the French were involved in Mexico? I don't think a lot of Americans really know that. That's why we celebrate. They don't celebrate it like we do because it's the celebration of a battle that they won. The battle is called, I'm cheating, looking at Wikipedia in case you want to look it up. It's the Second Battle of Puebla, and the French occupied Mexico City. Following the end of the American Civil War in 1865, the United States began lending money and guns to the Mexican liberals, pushing French and Mexican conservatives to the edge of default. At the opening of the French chambers in July 1866, Napoleon III announced that he would withdraw French troops from Mexico. In reply to a French request for American neutrality, the American Secretary of State William H. Seward replied that French withdrawal from Mexico should be unconditional. More popular in the United States than in Mexico, Cinco de Mayo has become associated with the celebration of Mexican-American culture. Celebrations began in Columbia, California, where they have been observed annually since 1862. The day gained, pardon me, nationwide popularity beyond those of Mexican American heritage in the 1980s due to advertising campaigns by beer, wine, and tequila companies. Today, Cinco de Mayo generates beer sales on par with the Super Bowl. In Mexico, the commemoration of the battle continues to be mostly ceremonial, which as through military parades or battle reenactments. The city of Puebla marks the event with various festivals and reenactments of the battle. Cinco de Mayo is sometimes mistaken for Mexican Independence Day, the most important national day in Mexico, which is celebrated on September 16th, commemorating the Cry of Dolores in 1810, which initiated the Mexican War of Independence from Spain. Cinco de Mayo has been referred and featured in entertainment media and has become an increasingly global I can't even talk, global celebration of Mexican culture, cuisine, and heritage. Now, you want to know why I'm talking about this today? I know Cinco de Mayo was yesterday. The reason I'm talking about this today is yesterday I saw a short by a supporter who was saying that if liberals were banning them from Cinco de Mayo celebrations, then we should be banned, liberals should be banned from celebrating the 4th of July. And I just wanted to set it straight. The Mexican Independence Day is not Cinco de Mayo, has nothing to do with our Independence Day. Now, I hope y'all had a good time yesterday, stuffed yourself with tacos or whatever you enjoy to eat. I love Mexican culture and cuisine. Where I live used to be Mexico, so it's kind of prominent here. It's a happy culture. It's a happy people. Maybe that's why so many conservatives don't like them. I don't know. Anyway, that's my little on politics for the day today. I hope you guys are all doing good this morning. You know, whoops, I didn't mean to make the chat go away. Go back, come back, come back, come back. I wish as Americans we had deep connected culture like Mexicans have. I'm actually envious of that. White people don't have a uniting culture, really. Now we've been so busy fighting, trying to prove superiority. I mean, I don't get it. I don't get it. I think we were closer to having a unified culture when we were tribal, when European ancestors were tribal. That's just me. People had one thing to unify them when they were tribal, and that was survival. Kind of strong unifying force, I'd say. Anyway, you guys, so I've been sitting here playing with my cards, warming them up, like I usually do. And when I was doing the 100 mindful prompts, one fell out. And I was like, oh, that's a good one. I'm going to keep that. And then as I looked at the bottom one, I was like, oh, and I got to keep that one too. So here you are. Are you ready for this? The first one for the day. Now this may be not lined up very well as I had it lined up for the kitty. So let me pull it back down just a hair so you can read it too. There we go. Get my knee out of the way. Whatever has the nature to arise has the nature to pass away. Buddha. You ever notice your thoughts or you don't? Unnoticed thoughts control your actions without permission. Meditate on your thoughts today. Whoa! And what do we usually try to do when we meditate? We usually try to shut down our thoughts. Hi, Rose! Good to see you, Rose Blue. Hey, lady, guess what? I don't need any new seeds. I have tomato seeds coming up already. I planted them on Friday, and they popped their little heads up this morning. I have Roma tomatoes, and today, after we shut down here, I'm going to plant some cucumbers. Cucumbers and tomatoes. I have this great, well, you've seen it in the garden video, that great big giant terracotta pot that has the cage around it. I'm growing one tomato plant in there. Well, no, I got a bunch of them growing, but I'll keep the strongest one. And I'm going to grow a cucumber in there because it's in a cage to help hold it climb. They're both viney, so I'm growing them together. I appreciate your offering, though. Yeah, I just thought, well, let's try these seeds that I got from England and see if they'll come up. Let's see if they grow. You have cherries. These are Romas. So I figured Romas would be good enough. I could put them in sandwiches and on burgers and stuff like that. But yet they will ripen faster than the bigger tomatoes. And I love cherry tomatoes. Anyway, but I can't eat all those tomatoes. See, I have this arthritis thing going on. And tomatoes seem to make it hurt worse. So, yeah, that's good, Dolly. Definitely. But I think that's where a lot of people get, I'm trying to get my chat back up here. There. I think a lot of people think that to properly meditate, you're supposed to be in a state of like darkness and silence. And that doesn't work so good. Yeah, it's nice for calming you and grounding you, but then you can start there, but then things happen. Your thoughts are the things that are telling you what you need to focus on in your meditation. So yeah, I don't try to shut my thoughts down. I recognize them. I look at them. I analyze them. I look at them and see, now, is that a thought? Whoop. Is that a thought that is going to help clarify things? Or is it a confusing thought? And if it's a confusing thought, then I got to dig a little deeper. Does that make sense? Anyway, pay attention to your thoughts. And honor whatever comes up for you today. If it's a memory that may be a little painful, take a look at it. Why is it painful for you? If it's a memory that brings you complete and total joy, celebrate it. Because no matter what, it's going to go, good or bad. This too shall pass away. The second card, don't be afraid of going slowly. Be afraid only of standing still. There you go. My week last week, I thought I was taking it slow because I wasn't doing what I had planned. I wasn't getting that dirt done. But I had so many deliveries and things happening last week. Graduations and stuff. There wouldn't have been time to do any dirt movement. But I still was kind of hard on myself for that. Because I felt like I was standing still. I wasn't standing still. I was growing. I was living in my joy. I was learning. Let me tell you, that graduation was terrific. I'm still on cloud nine for that because she starts her master's degree on the 15th. I am so proud. It's like, yeah. Anyway, onto the card. Pick an area in life you want to improve. Your health, education, relationships, etc. Take action to be 1% better today. Oh, wow. You guys, Viviani, you guys that have channels, that's interesting. That's probably where YouTube gets it from, because the advice that they give you when you start a channel is you should strive every time you post something to improve by 1%. Yeah, she is. That you improve by 1%. And here, that's what this card is saying. Pick an area in your life you want to improve. Take it slow. Health, education, relationships, whatever it is you want to do. You want to learn to draw? You know, whatever. You want to learn color theory? You want to, that's actually, I'm diving into color theory again. It's been a while. I don't really follow it. I just go by my eye. Oh, that looks like it's a little dirty. It needs some brown in it. This has a gray tint to it, so I guess I better add a tint of black. And, that's just how my brain works when I'm mixing colors. Yeah, pick an area in your life. Take action to be 1% better. So I'm going to go plant cucumber seeds today. Going to make what I planted the other day 1% better. You saw the best. Oh, I love my Embryonics podcast, Kelly. Yeah, I agree. As I'm sitting here reading it silently, let's show this. If you guys haven't ever seen it, she has the most fascinating people on there that, they open up and talk about really interesting things. That's a great one to binge watch, too. Talk about learn a lot. Great YouTube channel. She is so intelligent. Yeah, so, you guys, remember those 2 messages this week. They're important for us. What has the nature to come up will also go away. Okay? Be not afraid of going slowly, be afraid of only standing still. Stop waiting. Start moving. It's time to go. Let's move forward. The cracks are appearing for us to shine our light into. I'm sure ready. Aren't they fantastic? That's why that's why I keep 2. It's because they're like, yeah. Well, and they're connected too. They really do. Like one continues on from the other. So, whoops. Helps if you hold it in the screen, Katie. But one continues on to the other. So, pretty cool. Pretty cool. In a way, they should name this deck Mindful Quotes and Prompts. Because some of these quotes really kick me in the bututu. I don't know about you. And while I was shuffling, I went ahead and got a stone for us. The card that I ended up with is the Larimar. Isn't that pretty? And the message of Larimar is, first the fire. put that down there for you. Get the book out of the way. These autofocus cameras have a tendency to want to focus on whatever it is that's behind instead of what's in front. Anyway, the Mohs hardness scale of 5. The fire of volcanoes creates islands in the midst of the ocean's ceaseless churn. I was born of fire, Larimar reminds those who don't see beyond their swirling layers of turquoise, blue, and sea green. Look below your surface emotions and find the fire within the water. Fire creates earth, solid ground from which new things can grow. When you're drowning or simply ready to calm your own space, a place to make a stand, or private island paradise, Larimar will help you find your core fire and the values that ground you. And Larimar counsels, when you can't fathom the motives of the people around you, look beyond their water to see their fire. This is where you'll find true understanding. I got goosebumps on that one. When you can't fathom the motives of the people around you, look beyond their water to see their fire. This is where you'll find true understanding. You know, I keep trying to duplicate that effect, the effect that's in the masks. That's what I keep trying to do in some of my resin. I've done it once. The very first time I tried it, I did it. And I haven't been able to do it since. It's a difficult technique. You've got to get your percentages, ratio has to be just right for it to separate like that. So I really appreciate this card. The temperature has to be just warm enough too. If it's too thick, it won't work. It'll tend to bloom instead of fall. If it's too runny, it'll just be all white. It has to be the first point of the fire, of the heat of the resin. I love this card, and I love Larimar. So I'm getting from this card, we're not going to understand a whole lot that we're going to hear and see coming out of people's mouths. Like the Cinco de Mayo. If I can't eat tacos, you can't have hot dogs. Yeah, that mentality makes sense to me. Okay. When you hear that kind of stuff, it's just their water. It's just their water. Do you like watercolor, Kelly? You got lots of rain, huh? Ooh, thunderclap, get off your computer. If you're like me, I've lost 3 computers because of thunderstorms. But lightning, for some reason in my particular neighborhood, lightning literally hits the ground here. I saw it hit the house across the street years ago. Yeah, that was an interesting, yeah. Talcahuana feel insignificant. Talcahuana? I talk too sometimes. That's what happens with fibromyalgia when you combine 2 words. Talk about I wanna. Talcahuana. Okay? Follow my thinking? If you do, I'm sorry. Anyhow, let's see what the book says about Larimar. It's blue, blue-green, gray, or red with white. Here's a picture of it. Both of those versions are tumbled. It's recently discovered. That's interesting. It is translucent, smooth, with whirls of color or white veins showing through the base color, often small to medium and tumbled. Its rarity says it's easily obtained. Source is from the Dominican Republic and Bahamas. That's interesting. Recently discovered, ethereal Larimar is one of the spiritual stones that opens to new dimensions. Ooh. Stimulating evolution of the earth. It radiates love and peace and promotes tranquility. Larimar effortlessly induces a deep meditative state. It naturally arises consciousness and harmonizes body and soul to new vibrations. Spiritually, it is empowering, dissolving boundaries that constrain the spiritual self and guiding the soul into its true pathway in life. Larimar facilitates angelic contact and communication with other realms. It is an excellent stone for those seeking a soulmate, and it facilitates the healing of past life relationships or heart trauma. The position to put it in, hold or wear wherever prolonged periods, like use it on your feet. Oh, that's interesting. When it's positioned over the third eye or the solar plexus, or gently stroked over the body, Larimar removes attached entities. It stimulates third eye, heart, crown, and throat chakras and promotes self-healing. It is particularly helpful for cartilage and throat conditions, dissolving energy blockages in the chest, head, and neck. It can also be laid on constricted joints or blocked arteries. Placed on a painful spot, it will quietly draw out the pain. Used as a reflexology tool, Larimar pinpoints the site of dis-ease and clears the meridians of the body. Okay. I don't know about you guys. It's a pretty stone. I don't mind saying I'm getting one of those. I'm going to order it today. That's one I don't have. And it's one I keep trying to duplicate. You think I should get a real one instead of somebody's idea of one? Or the drawing of what one should look like? Although I love the drawing. I like how it's also depicted here in two masks. Interesting. Okay. Sorry, as I'm processing it too. So I'm just kind of the camera's at an angle where I either have to go up this way or go up. Okay, there we go. Quit being so silly, girl. So, I have a request of you guys. Will you please come next week? Well, when you come next week, thank you, first of all, for coming next week. Will you please bring one of your favorite recipes that for some reason you would like to alter? It really does feel like the sea Cool, Dolly. Well, I'm going to get some. Yeah, it comes in green and red, according to the book. I didn't know it came in red. I knew about the green. It's kind of a teal green. Instead of teal blue, it's more towards the green side than the turquoise side. Yeah. There's a reason why I would like you to have with you one of your recipes that you really enjoy that you would like to alter. Because I'm going to have a special guest next week. And that's what she's been doing. So she's going to be showing us how to make recipes, switch up recipes to make them healthier for diabetics, as well as more fun. And I think the majority of you guys know her, and you're probably all wondering what happened to her. And I'm so excited that she's coming back on my channel. Renee. I'm really excited to have her back. Renee from the Tarot Love community. She's coming back to talk about food and recipes and a little bit about her. Ah, you want to know how to make, there you go, cabbage rolls without the red gravy. So you're not wanting to use tomato salad or tomato paste. Have you thought of maybe using beef stock? I don't know, what do you use inside of your cabbage rolls? I buy this bouillon that comes in a jar, and it's a paste. And it's the perfect base for gravies and all kinds of stuff. It's a rotisserie or roast beef bouillon, and it is made like, you know, condensed down from real beef drippings. It's good stuff. I will bring it next week. I will show you. And I just stick in that stuff. Yes. Oh, she's fun. Renee is fun. Yeah, Renee's been through a lot. She kind of, most of the tarot readers that you see, well, not most, a lot of the tarot readers, because there's so many now, she started a channel that was a group and a website that was a group that pretty much gave a lot of us our foot up to get started. I started as a moderator with the group, but people like Denise Knight, Danny Shea, God, big group, Lena Rodriguez, Linda G was in the group. Fatima! Oh, I'm so glad to see you. Are you doing okay? I've been wondering where you are. I've missed you. I hope you're well. Rose. Chicken or vegetable stock also depends on if you use beef or pork in your cabbage rolls. Exactly. Exactly. In my cabbage rolls, I'm a ground beef girl. I use ground beef and rice together in my cabbage rolls. So a lot of times I cheat. I use ground beef and rice-a-roni, and I don't care what flavor. Usually the rice pilaf rice-a-roni, and that's what I make in my cabbage rolls. I use a lot of beef, more beef than the rice-a-roni. That's what I use to use up my leftover rice-a-roni when I make it. You guys, I cook for me. There's only me. So I have lots of leftovers. But you know what? I think I'm going to be really grateful for my leftovers by about August or September. Oh, yes. Aha! So you use beef and rice. But okay. Oh, you use beef and rice and bell peppers. I do too. I have a problem. I'm allergic to bell peppers. But I'm not allergic to the flavor that they leave. So I make stuffed bell peppers. I just don't eat the outside. I just don't eat the pepper part. I eat the meat and the rice in the inside. And for those, I don't use tomato sauce. There's only one way I've been able to eat bell peppers where it doesn't bother me. I have a recipe for, it's a true Italian paste that you put on toasted brioche, or whatever your favorite crostini bread is. It's bell pepper, and you cut it into quarters, and anchovies. I know. Now. Hold on. Anchovies. And you can use the salted, you can use anchovy paste, but I promise if you use whole anchovies, it'll turn out better. So I use the salted ones. Fresh garlic cloves, like, I'm trying to say, probably a whole garlic clove for one bell pepper. Not clove, whole thing of garlic for one bell pepper. You put all of that in a container, close it up, so that you can slow cook it like you're roasting garlic. When you roast garlic in your oven, you cook it like at 200 for 4 hours. You got to get it to the point where when the skin on the bell pepper, when you get a hold of that, like with your tongs, I use my fingers. You use your tongs, and you pull up on that, the inside will just fall out because it kind of makes a paste. And then you can take a fork and just mush it all up with olive oil, and you put that in a plate, and you dip your bread in that. Oh my, is that ever good? Oh, is that ever good? It's that easy to make. But you got to cook it to the point where literally, it's weird how the skin doesn't come apart. It doesn't cook apart. It stays the skin. But when you pull up on that, the inside just kind of rolls down out of it. Oh, it's so good. An Italian lady taught me that. A lady from Italy taught me that. So good. Doesn't have to be expensive. I mean, anchovies aren't very expensive. And I'll tell you what, the garlic and the bell pepper mellow out the anchovies. You don't taste them, but they act as a flavor enhancer. It's really hard to describe the taste. It is so good. You've got that olive oil. It mixes in, but it doesn't like to stay mixed in with the olive oil. But the olive oil will pick up the flavors. It's so good. Fatima. Yes, I pray for you all. Okay, come on, computer. My mouse keeps timing out on me. At least I got a mouse. Oh, honey. I knew something was up with you because you were on my mind, and I hadn't seen you very many places. Oh, I've been where your husband is at, Fatima. My diabetes, my A1C got so bad because I was in such denial that I started to lose my eyesight. It will wake you up. It'll wake him up. His body will wake him up. If he has diabetes, his body will wake him up. But they know so much about it now. But yeah, you guys are all in my prayers. You're always in my prayer. Because you are always praying for all of us all the time. You know, that takes a lot of energy. We don't expect you to be the angel of love and light all the time because we can't do that. We try. Yeah, it's frustrating. Oh, Rose, you have a good day too, sweetheart. I'm sorry you couldn't stay very long, but gosh, we're getting there. We're almost 45 minutes in, so it's good to see you guys. Now, there you go, Kelly and Fatima. You guys kindred spirits with your husbands. I get that. No, I've been where they're at. When you start to lose your eyesight, it wakes you up. On that note, let's do a self-care card. So many people are going through stuff. You know, it's kind of a reminder of it's really important not to judge other people because you don't know who's going through what struggle, and we are all struggling. Just sending you love and got you on my prayer list, my dear. And Miss Jenny, when do you get to start your new assignment, and is it going to be in Wisconsin? You make his sweets with Splenda? There you go. Stevia works really good to bake and stuff with. Yeah. And it's natural too. But I have a Splenda cookbook. I used to buy Splenda by the great big bag. I don't do much baking anymore. And I am walking proof that type 2 diabetes is curable. I'm not cured, but I'm not on insulin anymore. I don't even have to test my blood sugar anymore. But I lost 129 pounds. And that'll do it. That'll straighten your ass right up. And so I have. You wouldn't believe the saggy skin and the flaps and the folds. And so I get to deal with yeast and all that stuff from it. Like, from here down, well, you've seen me outside. From here down, it's nice and round. A little on the pear side. But that's okay. I didn't have kids. But I had a sit-down job most of my life, so. You still don't know yet. Okay. Well, enjoy your time at home with your family. Let's get us a self-care card. Let's see. Woo! Okay, got 2 of them fell out. What we got here? First card is sound healing. I like that. Fine-tune your auras, fine-tune your energy with sound healing. As you're meditating today, do you have a music channel that you like to listen to? Do a search for crystal singing bowls and use that music to meditate with. I'm getting that really loud and clear. Listen to bells and the hum of the earth. Okay. That will connect you to the hum of the earth. Bells clear the area. The vibration of the singing bowls will connect you to the sounds of the earth. To the vibration of the earth will ground you. We're all looking to be grounded instead of worried and paranoid. This is how we do it. And it makes and it works to 11. It's a 47 card. Adds up to 11. Master number. We need to ground ourselves by using sound healing. If you don't like the singing bowls, whatever, classical music, whatever it is that makes you feel calm and centered, that's what you need to do here. And the next thing is let that sound vibrate enough through you to feel your chanting. I don't know if not everybody chants when they vibrate. I just say Om. With this big cavity in the back of my throat at where your tongue comes in, where your tongue attaches back there. Try to open that up as much as I can to open my throat chakra, right? And just say Om. And I get to the point where I'm whispering Om, and then pretty soon I'm not saying anything because I'm not here anymore. I'm off. That's really important. And I'm looking, this is an 8 number, which is an 8 card. And every time I see the number 8, I get excited because on its side, it's the number for it's the infinity symbol, right? Camera's too slow for me today. It's trying to do this back here. See? Is that dumb or what? Yeah, try to make things homemade as much as you can. Because the stuff we buy at the grocery store, they're putting sugar in stuff that, what the hell did we need it in a sweet for? And they never used to put sugar in it before. I've noticed that with certain things, like weird stuff. Velveeta cheese, okay? I know it's processed and it's not the best thing for you. In the last 5 years, since COVID, it is not as creamy. It has more of a transparent color to it. And it's sweet. It leaves a sweet aftertaste in your mouth. So they've added high fructose corn syrup to it. Probably helps thicken it. I think that's something we need to ban in this country. Mr. Health Education Health, Mr. RFK Jr. Idiot. Sorry. Anyway. One more card on self-care. Yeah. And we need to sync with the moon. But gee, is that advice you'd get from Katie Moonchild? Yeah. Sync with the moon. If that means to be a moon dancer, go dance out there. We got Mother's Day coming up this weekend. And my mom's birthday is on the 15th. I think a lot of things are happening on the 15th, as I recall. Anyway, don't mind me as I take off on a tangent. Oh, it was in chicken salad. Oh yeah. Oh yeah. Any of the prepared. I don't buy I got some fake crab salad, and I use 1 teaspoon of it in with cottage cheese, with a whole bunch of cottage cheese, because it's all full of sugar. It's all full of sweet. It's fake crab salad. So, but fake crab is not artificial. It's just made with different bits and pieces of fish, extruded. It's just not crab. We couldn't afford to buy real crab salad. It's kind of expensive. And I wouldn't get it this month anyway, because it'll make you sick. The water's too warm. You only eat shellfish, fresh shellfish. You should only eat fresh shellfish like crab, lobster, and that kind of stuff in months with the letter R, because the waters are cooler. You don't get the red tide. Red tide can make you so sick. Happy birthday to Kelly's twins. Oh, twins are fun. Yes. I used to, Saturday Solutions, a lot of times, music that I used to use, I was always getting copyrights on it too, but whatever. It always had a binary, I can't ever say that word. Anyway, it was always in certain megahertz for healing, according to the card reading, because I would put the music in as I'm editing, and that's after the reading was done. But I don't do it that way anymore. I do it right here, just like I'm talking to you guys now, except I don't do it live. Ah, bless Pope Francis. That's the thing about Pope Francis. That's why he picked the name he picked. It's because he intended to be like St. Francis of Assisi to all living things. June 7th, huh? Oh, Mr. Cheeto Head and his parade. I won't be watching that. I'll be missed that, thank you. I'll be missed that. And then 2 weeks later we get to do it again? Why don't you just do it all at once on the 4th of July? Because the ego doesn't get fed. Massive ego doesn't get fed that way. And other presidents could do that too. But no other president can do it on June 14th, because that's his birthday. I think I'm going to get an extra large jar of Cheetos to eat on. Never mind. Sorry. I did that one year. I got the Sam's Club. Great big, I think it was a couple pounds of the cheese balls. They come in a great big jar. I wanted the jar. I ate all the Cheetos. And they certainly didn't last very long. Has there ever been who insists? No, because all the other presidents knew that they were here. They were there as a service to the people, not the other way around. Of course, we never had a president who thought he was king either, or declared himself king. I know we've had other presidents that have had dementia, because they weren't too long. The most recent one wasn't too long ago, and everybody likes to quote him like he was John Wayne. Sorry. Ronald Reagan! Anyhow, I'm pulling some cards for you guys. I picked up the stones and 4 of them fell out. And I loved them, so I kept them. This is a day for everything falling out. First card is wisdom, stone. Second one is joy. The third one is believe. And the third is happiness. And in that sentence I get, by our wisdom, find your joy by believing in happiness. Because it's coming. That's the sentence that I get out of that. Let's pull some take what I need cards to go with them. Now that we got politics all out of the way. I never promised that this was not a liberal channel. Okay, wisdom card first, and it is prevailing theme today. Don't rush yourself. There's joy in the journey. Ooh, skate across that. Whoa, that's wisdom. Boy, is that ever wise. There's joy in the journey. Don't rush it. Don't rush it. And the joy card? Let's see what we get for a joy card. Ooh, that one just kind of, you see how that one just pulled right out of there? Don't wait for luck to find you. Go out and make your own. You know what? I got this card when I was using these for myself. On St. Patrick's Day, I got this card. I was like, whoa, okie dokie. I'm not a person who believes in luck, though. Because you do make your own. It's your choices. Everything that happens to us, for the most part, in our personal lives, is the result of a choice we made, or a choice we chose not to make. Either way, you made a choice. So, let's do some cards here. Oh, that one stuck up. One more. Believe. I get. Guard yourself against negativity by focusing on gratitude. Believe. Enjoy the fact that the weather's getting warmer and it's lemonade season, y'all. Believe. And the next card is for the happiness. Let's just take this guy right here on top. I love it. Don't allow your worry to waste your time. It'll hide and block your happiness every time. Wow! Find your wisdom by not rushing yourself and enjoying the journey. And in the joy of the journey, don't wait for luck to find you. Go out and make your own. And while you're making your own luck, believe that you can guard yourself against negativity by choosing gratitude. And enjoy every drop of lemonade that you make by this belief. And as you have been enjoying the lemonade, realize that all this time you found happiness because you didn't waste your time worrying on what might happen. That's a pretty powerful message there. Thank you, Spirit. And actually, it's kind of making me tear up a little. Thank you. I really think maybe we should go out on that. Yeah. Live by the wisdom of not rushing this. I know it's hard in a time of struggle to not want to hurry up and get past the struggle. It's hard. But the struggle is part of the process. It's part of the learning, and it's part of, believe it or not, really, truly understanding what joy, belief, and happiness is all about. Because you make it for yourself. Mama! Hi! Good to see you, Mama Redneck. I was thinking about you earlier today. We still got to get together. You got to come on here and join me, girlfriend. So good to see you. Anyway, yeah. Don't rush the journey. Because if you do, you're going to miss out on a lot of joy, a lot of lemonade and gratitude, and a lot of happiness. I love it. Oh, what a great message that is. I thank you guys so much for being here. You know, we do this every week together, and we've got quite a cool group. I love you guys. You're all so special to me. Thanks for being here. Thanks for giving me your time, your energy, and your love. I try to mirror it right back at you. Hello, happiness. I try to mirror it right back at you. Because together, we're thriving, aren't we? See you over on the Discord, and I'll see you, Saturday for Saturday Solutions, and I'll see you next week with Renee. And we're going to talk about food, our favorite topic here. Anyway, I love you guys. You take care of yourselves. Have a terrific week. And remember these cards. Wisdom, joy, believe, and happiness. I love you guys. See you next time. Hey, hang in there a second while we end this stream appropriately as my mouse wants to wake up. Later.